Work, camera. And I'm testing out this, I think they called it a media center, but it's like this extra piece for a microphone. The only reason I haven't used it is because it drains the battery super quick. So this might be short-lived, but I'm trying to get better audio. I do intend to get a mic, a DJI, one of those like little box ones, but eventually, because they're expensive. Just one of them is like 160 bucks. But alright. Today, even though it's as hot as hell out there, I'm gonna try to take the headliner off, because I've been meaning. I've had this headliner for probably a year and a half, 2 years. No, maybe a year and a half. It took me a while to find somebody that had even a close color to the dark charcoal. But I'm gonna take that off. I'm gonna clean these up and replace, because already in the car, I'll show that like right now. The A-pillars are already dark charcoal, and then the dash and wheel and everything is like two-toned. I can't remember what the lighter color is. I think it's like heather gray, and then dark charcoal. So I got dark charcoal for the headliner, and I was going to do I think these are the sail trim panels or something to that effect. But do those so the whole entire roof section is dark charcoal. You can see, I think the last owner was trying to do the same thing. Either that or they came like this. But the A-pillars are already dark charcoal. And then either they switched the light cover, or maybe they come like that. I don't know. But it's two-tone everywhere else. And then the door card pieces, these are just placeholders. I haven't bought new ones yet. But you could see that back piece is like warping because of the heat or something. But I'm thinking, like, just to keep it the lighter gray, and then the whole roof piece will be that dark charcoal. And I think it'll look good. I think it'll sharpen it up in here. I'm a little worried about these, the sun visors. The sun visors have lights in them, and the connection point to it, I think, is the dome light. So you can't take the sun visors off by themselves. You have to take the whole entire roof liner off, like that panel that it's all glued to, just to take those off, as far as I know. I mean, I'm about to get into it right now, but yeah, you can't remove them. So I'm thinking about ditching the light cable, maybe either just snipping it or coiling it up and making it safe, like putting some shrink wrap or electrical tape on it, and then putting it back that way to not have to deal with that. Because I don't even use the lights, like it's not even a thing. Plus, I was thinking about reupholstering them and then just completely removing the mirror. But I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, and if there's enough time, depending on how it works out, I've been meaning to start putting together the other tools that I'm gonna need to do these next big jobs, like the suspension, like the front coilovers. I gotta switch out the dampener for a wider diameter inner like shaft for the dampener, because the caster camber plates I'm using only accept M14 shafts from like a Cobra or a S197. So I have to take the hats off of the coilovers as well anyways, so I'm going to be in there modifying it to press out the sleeve that's in there for the M12, the smaller diameter, for the M14 to accept the dampener. So those have to get blown apart. Anyways, so I'll do that, and then I also have to install the same sleeve or same size sleeve in the Maximum Motorsport caster camber plates that I got, because they're more commonly used for an M16, I believe. So I have to install that on both of those, like hats or like receiver pieces that the shaft goes through and locks to. So yeah, the press is going to be pretty key, especially with removal. Maybe not so much with installation, because especially with the caster camber plates, they recommend using a bolt and nut setup, and just slowly cinch it together. But removal of the top hat for the BCs should come in handy. This one, excuse me. You just have to undo it from here, and that relieves it from here. That screw, I believe, and then you have to undo your back seat belt, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. I left this open because I wanted to check the lines for the hydro anyways, so it worked out. Got this one out. Okay. And that's why you have to take that off. That's your sides off. I didn't want to break it, so I looked it up. But one of them did break. And I did exactly what they were saying to do and pull straight down. But I still busted one. So I'm gonna have to either glue that or find some more. This is what I was afraid of. I think this is why it took me so long to try to do this job, because this heat just kills everything, and when you start taking it apart, you start busting stuff. This one came out easier, but it's because the dang pillar was already broken. So I'm gonna have to get that out. And I think it was the dome light, because there's no electrical cable here, so I'm pretty stoked on that. And I think the only thing that's holding this thing in now is these headrests. So you just 4 Phillips head screw screws into the top, and this thing should pop out. Oh, and this. I'm gonna get the light off. So yeah, 3 screws right there, and then this will pop off. But save the pillar thing. Maybe I can glue them back together with some JB Weld or plastic weld or whatever I can find, and save those, because it's the same exact pillar breaks. It's the same top one. And the bottom one did the same thing too. There's a little extra piece that I'm assuming falls out somewhere. But now I know how to take them out. So hopefully I can get them in smooth and it'll hold together, so I can look cool. Alright, so I got both of these out. There is a clip or electrical hookup that kind of spiders up to where the dome light is, and these are already pretty messed up, so I decided to try to take them apart. And this material is so cheap, so brittle, that I don't think you can reupholster it. I think you have to buy new stuff. And this seems like molded cardboard. Yeah. Anyways, it comes down this A-pillar on the passenger side. Spiders off. You gotta use a screwdriver to undo it. Part of it you can see with all this glue. Put it back. It's like glued and taped down, and then shoots off to your other sun visor. That's annoying. So I'm not having high hopes for this. I'm not sure that it's going to be able to be saved, but I'll pull it out and start messing with it. I mean, if I can get it, the headliner material off, and clean that mold good enough, I can put mine down. And then I didn't know this, but I guess it's glued to the ceiling from factory as well. So they put that headliner piece in and glue it to the roof. So for a second there I was like, what am I missing? You know, why is this thing not coming off? So I had to resort to the oracle of YouTube, see if anybody else had done it before me. And there was one video from LMR that shows it, so thanks to LMR. But you literally have to, like, this one popped out. I think I got lucky. That maybe it's because of where I live and it's super hot and the glue just was not having it anymore. But they say work it from the sides until it pops off, and I literally put my hand up there and it went pop. So alright, I'm gonna bring that in here and see if there's anything I can do with it, and if not, I guess there's only 2 options. Buy another headliner piece, which they do. LMR and American Muscle and a few other companies sell them, and I'm assuming by the look of this one they already have whatever headliner color you want on them. Or this forces me to go full race car a lot sooner than I expected. So I don't know, let me know in the comments what you think I should do. Full race car, or try to keep some of the interior intact. No, it's actually coming apart. Alright, most of it came off. And some of the glue on the back too. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but some of this stuff is, yeah, popping off. And so far so good. It's not exactly ruining the headliner mold. So if I'm careful, I might be able to get that off and possibly find the glue that they use to reattach it. And then my plan will still halfway work. The headliner will be saved, but the sun visors could not be saved. They were so far toasted and gone. I tried to separate them to get the rest of the headliner stuff off, but like the material here, like how it's, you can kind of see a separation like that, just pulled apart, like it was brittle and grainy. Like I got next to a section and it's so those are gone. I was thinking about buying new ones anyways. I think LMR sells them, or somebody sells them online, and I'll grab a pair. And I've also contemplated trying to see if they just have like just a panel, like not even a cloth, like upholstered one, just a hard plastic or whatever they would make it out of, sun visor, just to put in there, because I don't need the mirror and I never use the lights, so it's like, why have them? Plus it's mainly a drift car. What the heck are you guys doing? Huh? How are you doing? You cut it out. Sky rats. But yeah, I'm still kind of like hopeful, but I don't want to get my hopes up. Like I don't want to like be like, yeah, it's gonna work. But if I can get most of this glue stuff off, should be able to reuse it. So hopefully I can save it. It's looking like I might be able to. Clean this up, get the rest of it off, and it feels solid enough to where I could get another use out of it. But I feel like once I glue it back to the roof, it won't be saved next time. I think it'll just come apart, because that's how I saw the video that I watched. The whole top piece like stuck to the glue and was pulled, like just like cardboard pulls apart if something is glued to it. So I think the heat actually helped me in this instance, by letting the glue letting go. So we'll see. Excuse me, miss. I asked if you wanted in, and now you want in? Who's this indecisive little doggy? Hey, come here. You're going in now. You asked. Let's go. Come on. Get in there. You silly dog. These up, which is a bummer, and this is the true not prepared for part of this. I was just gonna buy other ones if I could find them, or go to a pick apart and just find a dark charcoal car and rob it of its rods and mounting clips, but I haven't been able to find them yet. So I don't know if I'm going to get the paint and spray paint the rods and tower like clip things that the visor clips into, or try to find dark charcoal. I'm personally leaning towards the dark charcoal because it's just easier that way, and more efficient. Like you're not going to lose color and have to paint them every time you use your sun visor. So I'm not sure, but that I have to get those at bare minimum. It's all laid out. Let's get going. Fits like a glove. That is interesting. All done. That's cool. Simple. Looks like it'll do the job. Anyways, this piece right here should help us with the coilovers. The top pad, I have to press out the sleeve for the M12 to slip in a M14 that they supplied me. But that will work with the Maximum Motorsports caster camber plates that I'm going to have to clearance cut a little bit of the shock tower in the engine bay. Because these cars don't have enough adjustability to fix what happens in the front end once you lower it. And I've done pretty well with a bump steer kit, and these BCs have camber adjustment, so it's gotten me like pretty close to like what stock ride like track width and everything would be, so it's been okay. But now whenever I put the angle kit on, I don't think it has enough at all. So this clearancing should do the trick. But this will help us with the shocks, and then either in the next video, probably in the next video, I'll try to get the other pieces of equipment out. I have a plasma cutter that should help make the clearancing of the cross member quite a bit quicker, because most of the ones I've seen is like a grinder wheel, and it takes, even with an electric one, it takes a minute to grind through that thick piece of steel that it has in there. So hopefully the plasma cutter makes short work of it. We'll go back through and clean up the cut, because the plasma cutter does not do a clean job. It like leaves like it's a small Richter scale or something. You can see where it blasted through it. But there's that, and then I do have, I don't think I've said anything about it, but an AHP TIG welder that I really want to bust out, and I'm trying to find like the filler rod and like little pieces that I can practice my TIG welding on, because part of the clearancing on it is like right above that there's like a pinch weld piece that you have to cut and then beat out of the way to clearance, literally. But you cut a large piece of it off, so whenever you fold the remainder piece in, it comes close to the section you cut, so then you can weld through there. And then if you can't get all of the piece welded, you can always use seam sealer or something like that to finish the job. And the idea is to not only clearance, but to make it weatherproof again, so it doesn't rust in the frame and stuff. So anyways, those are the plans. Got this first piece going, and it looks like way better than I thought it was going to. It's a little flimsy, I think, for maybe another connection point should have been added there, central machinery. But anyways, that's gonna wrap this one up, guys and gals. like I said earlier, I'm gonna hunt down these pieces. Hopefully the trim doesn't take me too long, and I can either repair the trim or source it. But I'm gonna try to get the headliner done as quickly as possible, because it's a small job. It should have taken not that long, but because of the way they chose to the materials they used and how they decided to mount it in the car, it's a little more difficult than I initially intended it to be. So, but yeah, I'll get that going, and that should be on the next video or the video after, a finish up of that. And I'm really excited to see what the interior looks like, because I've been wanting to do a two-tone in here since I saw the A-pillars in the front of the car, the dark charcoal. So having a dark charcoal headliner and then the quarter panel trims in the back, it should make it look pretty cool in there. I'm excited. So, but anyways, I'm gonna end it like I said I was going to. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Oh, that was a long time. I'm gonna do that over again. Do that again. Gotta do that again. Messed that one up too. Third time's a try. Third time's a try, definitely. Third time is the go. The luck. Irish. I don't know. So, anyways, yeah. I'm gonna end it like I said I was going to. Thanks for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please think about it. It helps me out a lot. Drop a like, please. And be safe out there. I'll catch you on the next one.